Today we're clarifying a question once and for all. What is the difference between a Spyder and a Ryker? Now, why do we want to do this? It's a question that comes up quite a bit. There's still some confusion about what the exact differences are, but also you might be hesitating about which model will best suit your needs. And so how are we going to do that? Today, I'm going to ride both of these out on the road. I'm going to tell you more about what the differences are. And by the end of this video, you will know which model suits you best. Let's do this. First things first, the look. So at first glance, they do look somewhat similar. I mean, they're both obviously three-wheeled vehicles, but when you dig a little deeper, you realize just how different they are. So the Spyder, right off the bat, it's bigger, it's got a ton of features. We'll get into accessories later, but you see that there's a windshield. It's definitely higher off the ground, whereas the Ryker is more of a minimalist look, right? Like it's definitely lower to the ground. There isn't as many like accessories on it. It's definitely more of a bare bones look. It's more aggressive and sporty. They both come in a whole slew of colors, so don't let that stop you. But I do have to say that this one is extra customizable, these panels here, which I like as a colorful person. Now let's talk storage. The Ryker has storage in the front, in the glove box, and you also have an optional saddlebag that you can add on. As for the Spyder, they all have cargo space in the front, but as for the rest, the amount of storage really depends on the model and on the accessories that you choose. For example, the F3T that I'm trying today has 2 saddlebags, whereas the Spyder RT, for example, has up to 177 liters of storage. What makes the Spyder extra fun on long rides is the sound system. It features integrated speakers, which I find super neat. One thing that contributes to the Spyder's comfort is the power steering, which the Ryker doesn't have. But that's not to say that it's difficult to turn on a Ryker or it's less fun. I would say that it's just fun in another way and definitely more sporty. Now for the transmission. The Ryker is a fully automatic vehicle, which means, you have your brake, you have your gas, and that's it. And they actually call that the twist and go, which I kind of like. The Spyder F3T is semi-automatic. You shift with your thumb and you downshift with your finger. But if ever you're daydreaming or you forget, don't worry about it, it actually downshifts on its own. And what's fun is that you don't have to deal with a clutch. In terms of wind protection, the Ryker comes naked, but you can add on accessories like a windshield if you want extra protection from the wind. The Spyder F3T comes with a sporty windshield, but depending on the model of Spyder that you opt for, you can actually choose from a wide variety of accessories if you want extra protection from the wind. The passenger seat is an optional add-on on the Ryker, whereas all Spyders come with a passenger seat. However, the level of comfort does change from model to model, and the more luxurious models even have heated seats and added padding for your passenger. Now let's talk adjustments. It's super easy to adjust the handlebar and the footrests on the Ryker, and what's fun is that there's no tools needed. In terms of the Spyder, things are also adjustable at 5 levels in fact, but tools are required. Of course, the last factor to keep in mind when making your decision is your budget, because we've got 2 very different vehicles at 2 very different price points. The Spyder, more accessories, it's more luxurious, so it's going to set you back a little bit more, whereas the Ryker is more naked, it's more, fewer accessories on it, so it's more budget friendly. That being said, whichever one you choose, you are now an expert on the difference between the Spyder and the Ryker, right? So I forbid you to confuse them anymore. Thank you for being with me. Enjoy your season. Ride safe.